Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you how the Bitsgap crypto trading grid bot new feature, which is trailing down, is working out. But before we get too far into the weeds, if you're not familiar with Bitsgap, it's an all-in-one crypto trading platform. They have a trading terminal. They offer arbitrage features. You can do demo trading before you actually put any of your money at risk. But today we'll be focusing on their grid bots and the new trailing down feature. Now, if you're curious what type of investment is required to get started, you can actually get started for a 14-day free trial. I will drop a link in the description down below. And if you use that link to begin your 14-day free trial, you will actually receive the Pro plan for free during that 14-day free trial. Now, once that trial expires, you can join for as little as $19 a month, and that will get you 2 active trading grid bots. Or if you want to deploy perhaps more grid bots, you could step up to the advanced plan, and that would get you 5 active trading bots and also access to the arbitrage feature. Now, I personally have the Pro plan, and that allows me to deploy up to 15 active trading bots at the same time. Now, that's enough jaw-jacking. Let's get to the update. So, about 1 week ago, I deployed a new grid bot on Bitsgap with the BTC USDT pair. And if you recall from the previous video, I had a lower price set at 36,401, and my upper price target was set at around 41,000. I had grid step of 0.48%, and I had 25 grids. I also enabled the trailing up feature and the new trailing down feature as well. And the stop trailing down was set at 28,000 at the time. Now, this stop level does appear to adjust as the price goes up or down. So I had it originally set at 28,000, and you can see it's now set at 29,642. But that is obviously due to this recent pump in Bitcoin. Now, if you're not familiar with how a grid bot actually works, when you deploy the grid bot, the grids are basically open limit orders. You have the green lines, which are your open limit buy orders, and you'll see red lines, which are your open limit sell orders. And that is what actually makes up the grid. Now, right now, I don't have a whole lot of red lines or grids, and that is because the price has pumped up. And so this grid will continue to follow this price up and sell the Bitcoin I bought at the lower levels for a profit. Now, the new trailing down feature actually did come into effect back in this area here, and that is because when I deployed the bot back here, you can see that the price dipped down. It did not go below my lower limit level at the time, but when the price pumped up above my 41,000 upper limit level, it moved the grid up to follow that price level up above 42,000. And so the price action here actually exceeded my upper limit level by almost $1,400, and thus moving the grid up above my initial lower price limit of 36,400. Now, when Bitcoin actually met resistance and sold off, the grid did actually trail that price back down and kept my bot in the battle, and therefore I was able to buy more Bitcoin at a lower price as the trailing down function came into effect again and started moving the grid back down into range. And then we saw a dead cat bounce and another sell-off even deeper. And again, the trailing down feature did follow the price down, and I was able to buy at the bottom of the dip. And ever since, I've been selling the rip up. And again, you can see the trailing up feature is working. And if we get rejected around 43,000 or 44,000, which is very possible, a lot of resistance up here, we could see a pullback back down towards this support level. And if we do pull back into that level, and I did not have the trailing down feature on, my bot would be out of range and out of action. But because I do have that trailing down feature enabled, that will allow the grid to move down and keep my bot in the battle. Of course, on the flip side, if Bitcoin is able to crush through the 43 or 44,000 level, then we could very well easily be headed towards 50,000. And again, the trailing up feature would then keep my bot in the battle. Now we can take a look at the actual numbers for this particular bot, and you can see I deployed it on BTC USDT, and I deployed this bot almost 8 days ago, so just over a week, and currently it's averaging a profit of 0.52%, so just about 0.5%. Now a lot of the grid bots I deploy, my objective is 1% profit per day. However, when I deploy a bot on Bitcoin, I certainly don't typically expect 1% profit per day on those grid bots, because Bitcoin does not have the volatility that a lot of the other altcoins will have. The fact that this bot is actually achieving 0.5% profit per day, in my book, it's winning the battle. Now, if we click on the bot options setting tab, that will pull up the actual configuration of this bot. And as you can see, I could actually disable the trailing up or trailing down feature, make adjustments. I could add a stop loss or a take profit percentage, and it includes a bar chart with the bot's performance. Now, I have seen some comments from y'all that your bots are not actually trailing down, and the only reason I can figure why your bot is not trailing down, one of the requirements is you actually need some of your quote currency in reserve. So for this instance, I need to have some USDT in reserve in order to create more buy orders on the way down. Obviously, to place a buy order on the exchange, I need to have the funds available on the exchange in order to create that buy order. The exchange is not going to take a buy order on an IOU. I need to actually hold some USDT on the exchange to create the additional limit buy orders for the trailing down feature to work. So if you deploy a grid bot like I did with 900 USDT worth of ammo, you can then basically divide your initial investment, 900, by the number of grids. In my case, it was 25 grids, and that will give you an approximate grid order amount, and in my case, 36 USDT per grid. And so I would need to hold 36 USDT for every grid level that it would create on the way down. Now, with that being said, you might ask, well, how much do I need to hold in reserve? Now, that will be totally up to you. For instance, for me, if I wanted 10 additional limit buy orders to be set, then I would need 360 USDT, because each limit order is 36 USDT. In my case, I actually have more than that available because I want to buy Bitcoin as long as it's going down. So I think that pretty much wraps it up. My experience so far is the trailing down and trailing up feature are actually working. My bot is winning the battle with a 0.5% profit per day on a BTC USDT pairing. That, in my book, is winning the battle. But it has only been 1 week, so I will do an update video probably around the 1 month time frame. So now would be a good time to shoot that subscribe button. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop those in the comment section down below. I will drop a link to Bitsgap in the description down below. And in closing, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.